Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Here we are again. Back around. New week. Time flies, right? Hi, Jen. Hi, Carol. How are you? Good morning, everybody. I got up super early this morning. Hi, Gabby. At like 5. I did 2 small commissions. And I've already gotten so much done that I've moved on to Pellegrino. I'm past the coffee phase of my day. Good morning, Ellen. Good morning, Ellen. Hi, Mary. Oh, it's good to be here. Yes, happy Wednesday, friends. So I was going to paint, you saw me post yesterday, I was going to paint a sunflower, and then I realized I wanted to do this challenge with Lori Siebert. It's Flower Month 2022. Forgot all about it. And so today it's daffodils. I think it's the letters of the alphabet. So I've missed A, B, and C. Oh well, we'll move on to D. Hi, Gail. Good morning, Michael. So I'm going to paint a daffodil. Now wait, I have this crazy shadow going on behind me. I was trying to fix my lighting today, and sometimes when I try to fix things, it just gets worse. So should just leave things as they are sometimes. So I hope everybody's well. I got a new little arm. You don't hear all that crazy creaking, although you do see the up. So I've got to figure it out a little bit, but hopefully it won't be as crazy and noisy as the other one that I had. But I hate that we see this, but that's all right. Life will go on, right? Figure that out another day. Let me move that off the... Good morning, Emerson. All right. So, I was thinking about, just to, talk about what I was thinking. This morning I was thinking about, I actually went through like 6 different daffodil reference images and just kind of landed on this one. I kept going back to it. I always kind of listen to my intuition. Not that it matters which one I paint, but if I feel more into it, I always find that they turn out better. And I was thinking about doing, the flower challenge. It's hashtag Flower Month 2022. And they're Lori Siebert. She probably has it on her website, on her Instagram page. I'll have to look. If you want to know more, just message me and I'll find a link to all the prompts. Because I don't even think I have it printed out because I sort of forgot about it. I have been getting ready for my workshop in Connecticut that's coming up like in another week. And right on the heels of that, I have an outdoor art show in Rehoboth. And then right after that, I have Rittenhouse Square Fine Art Show in Philadelphia. So it's crazy how much time and effort it takes to get ready for art shows. Oh my goodness. I feel like I can't keep my head above water. But, it's doing something I love and figuring things out as I go. Good morning, Mary Eileen. Hi, Irma. Oh, you're doing the challenge too, Agnes. Good. Yeah, I hope to do a little bit more. I don't know. Sometimes you have to be kind to yourself too in the midst of challenges because I can't always meet all my goals. But, I love flowers. So I should be trying to at least get a few in as I'm managing life a little bit. Good morning. Parago Retreats right here. Paragour, do I say that right? Parago. That's where I'm having my workshop. Did I tell you about that? In France. Oh my gosh, am I ever excited about that. So, trying to think if I put my link up. There's a link in my bio here on Instagram. I think I didn't put it on my website yet because I didn't officially announce it. So you're in the know ahead of time. So if anybody has been thinking about going and doing an art workshop, a retreat in France, like talk about a dream come true, I'd love for you to join me. It's going to be in, when's it going to be? In June of next year. Oh, Agnes says she's doing 48 by 48. Holy cow, that's wonderful. Hard to fit in the challenge. Oh, Ellen, that the retreat in France is next June. So a year from now. Yeah, I could have never pulled myself together to have had that ready this year. But yes, I'm so excited about it. It's something I've always dreamed of doing, and the opportunity arose, and how could I say no, right? And the place is gorgeous. I've heard all wonderful things about it. Mary Eileen, you're going there soon, aren't you? So if anyone wants to come paint with me, like, what could be more fun than painting in France? I went to France when I was in high school. I took French all the way through to French Lit in college, and then they lost me at French Lit. I find English Lit to be challenging, let alone French Lit. Oh, thank you, Agnes. Mary Eileen's going in September. You have to tell me how it goes. She's going to the same place. So, yes, and if you want to know more about that, just message me too. I'm going to have it all up on my website soon. I have honestly not been keeping up. I hate saying that because I feel like that manifests not keeping up, but sometimes it just is the fact. And it's okay, and I will catch back up on things, right? Sometimes not keeping up is a good thing. That means lots going on. It's better than being bored, right? So what do I have today? So in my Art in Bloom, I have a little mini lesson for anyone that's currently in my Art in Bloom course. And if that's something you think you'd like to do and you want to get on my wait list, let me know that too. But if you're on my newsletter list, you'll be on the wait list for next time that happens. Okay. I guess I need some kind of yellows back here. Where the grasses are. I like that contrast of color. As I always say, I want to keep this loose and spontaneous. So, hi, Paige. Oh, thank you. Yeah, so today's letter D, the daffodil. I've taken so many new photo reference. Like, I just feel like I've been photographing my little heart out. I love it. So many fun things to paint. Like, in the winter, I felt like I got to the point where I couldn't even find anything I felt like painting. I was tired of all my reference. And, even at market, there wasn't anything fun to try. But now I've kind of restocked, and it's fun to dive into my reference and think, what should I paint today? It's like having a new wardrobe. Right? I'm going to put purple and blue up in that dark area in the sky. I'm going to do a very messy middle. I think I am. Let me see if I missed anything. I'm going to put a little bit more dark in here. I'm thinking if I need to add anything else before I go on to my pigment sticks. So what's new with everybody? Anything new? Anything fun happening? I had to drop a painting off at a gallery yesterday, so that took up a bit of more of my day than I planned on. But I always love a road trip. I love when I can get in the car and kind of not, and well, it's actually time to think when I'm in the car. I love that. And we're going to go pick up my daughter Isabel from college on Thursday. So that'll be at least 6 hours in the car. That's crazy. Oh, Shelly, you have COVID. That stinks. I've luckily not had it yet. I hope I never get it, actually. Do you feel well enough to be able to paint and be creative even though you're at home? Hopefully. Good morning, Carol Ann. How are you? I need to text you today. You're on my list. That crazy list that I make in the middle of the night of all the things I'm afraid I'll forget to do in the morning. Wonder if that ever goes away. I've lately been getting up at like 5 in the morning, and I do feel like I get a lot more accomplished. Although I get tired in the afternoon then. You can't have it all, can you? Yes, we need to do some planning. Carol Ann and I are going to ride together to Connecticut next week. I'm so looking forward to that. I love having a driving buddy. A commission for a wedding gift. Oh, that's fun. Is it of something from the wedding? Or is it flowers? I do a lot of wedding commissions. But a lot of times they're of like the bride and groom, which I find very challenging. But being challenged and trying things out of your comfort zone, as I always say, is good. Even though I don't like to take my own advice. Oh, here's my turquoise. I always have to have a bit of this color in here. How's that for a messy start? Holy cow, that's messy. Do you stop at little shops and antique places along your road trips? No. Well, I never have. I would love to, but my husband's get in the car and only stop if absolutely necessary kind of person. So, no, I don't stop anywhere. Rarely to even eat. But I'm sure doing that you would find all kinds of amazing things along the way. It's of the bride and groom. Oh, Shelley, you'll have to show me when you have it finished. That'll be very special. All right, there's my messy start. So I'm going to clean my palette off. And then think about what colors I need to mix. So I need warm. I'm going to have my shadow areas be more warm, like kind of more of a neutral warm yellow. I need bright where the highlights are. And then I need kind of warm grayish areas for the petals. And then the highlight areas are more of closer to a true white, cooler white. And then these fun greens. And I would love to let some of this fun, crazy color show through. And then I need darks and some kind of soft yellows. So let me see how this works, bending this new arm down. It's a little bigger. It's much quieter. But I don't know if I like it more or less yet than the noisy one that I'm used to. Change is always hard for me. I'll get used to it. And then I won't even miss the old one. But for now, let me move this over though. Get you a little closer in. There, that's better. how to get it tightened again. All right, a little bit of light from above. That's all right. You miss the creaky sound. Yeah, I miss it too, just because I like that other one very much. But yeah, here it is. So you can see the culprit of all that stuff. Look at this mess of a tool. That's the thing that made all the sound. It's right here in case I go back to it. Good view. All right, so sometimes mixing those shadow colors is still challenging to me, like those colors that you can't quite name. And I want it to be kind of neutral. Let's see what this looks like. Let me just mix that to start. That's much too yellow. I did put some gray out here in my palette, so I'm going to play with that today. I don't often just put plain old gray out. That is this Gamblin's Portland Gray Deep. It's kind of an easy way to make a color neutral. And that's still too, I don't know what it's to. It's too something. Let's put a little blue in there. Is it the right value? So I'm holding it up. It's too dark, so maybe, and I want to keep it warm. I'm going to put a little Indian yellow in there. So that's a nice, gorgeous, warm color. And I'm going to put a little more gray in. Hello to Alberta. That actually might be a little closer. I'm sorry, I'm thinking hard here. I'm going to take that and lighten it a little bit. Let's see how that goes. These are all like nice neutrals. A little out of my color mixing comfort zone, but that's good. I did this one painting today. It's a commission. I'll have to show you. It's way out of my color comfort zone. That's a little better. Here, I'll show it to you. Purples and kind of a midnight blue and dark greens. So it was fun, but a little scary in the middle. All right, I think they're good for now. I'm going to take this and add Indian yellow. Yeah, and roses are not my comfort zone either. I don't know. I love painting peonies. How a rose is any more challenging to paint than a peony, I have no idea, but it is. Like that always intimidates me to paint a rose. They're really not any more complicated. Yellow with purple to gray it down. Maybe that would help. All right, well, let me go a little lighter, and then maybe that's what it needs is a little purple, because I feel like it needs a something. Let me just add a little purple in that. That's a good idea. Certainly pretty. Yep, I like that. That was a good idea. All right, so I need some greens and some shadows and some whites. Oh, and that like kind of grassy neutral color. I'll do this. And that's pretty good. Okay. Greens. Super dark green. That's pretty right now. If I add that one color in the stem is like a kind of a desaturated green. Let me see that I'm going off. That's pretty close. Let me take a little bit of that and lighten it even more. I'm taking some of this radiant blue and mixing it in there. They're fun colors all together. Usually if you have a palette of colors that you mix up on your palette and you like the way they look, usually they're gonna look good as a painting. That's really pretty, but I'm gonna just add a touch of red to make it a little bit, to desaturate it. Sometimes it just needs the tiniest bit to shift the color. And now I need whites. So I'm going to take white and just put a touch of the gray in there. Maybe just a dot of this. Oh, it's right where my light is right there. It's actually pretty. White and it's kind of a warm and a cool white. It's hard to see it right there. All right. Good morning. All right, I think that looks like a fun palette. Let's start with that and see how it goes. All right, pull this. Oh, this thing is so hefty that like I can barely move it. Like I used to have a tiny little no, it wasn't quiet, noisy thing that was easy to move. Now I have this big serious one. And then how did I need to bring that so far back that's like right next to me? Okay, I think that's good. Okay. So I'm going to put in some of my darkest areas. It's always where I like to start. Good morning, anybody who's joining. Painting a daffodil for Flower Month 2022. Yeah, so I'm just kind of dancing around here looking for where my darkest areas are. Too dark in there. So where's everybody from? Where's everyone tuning in from? I think I heard somewhere you're not supposed to say tuning in from. I'm not real sure why. I guess we're not really tuning in. We're just already here. I don't know. Columbia, South Carolina. I'll have a sip of my water. How warm is it in South Carolina? I bet it's beautiful there. Suburban Chicago is New Zealand. Jacqueline's from New York. Cold Lake, Alberta. Sounds cold, Shelley. New Concord, Ohio, Ontario, Canada. It's Gail. $85.90 yesterday. Oh, I love $85.90. It was really nice here yesterday too. Actually, when I went for my walk, it was really nice. Georgia, Virginia, Chicago suburbs. Heard all wonderful things about Chicago. Queens, New York is Allie. St. Paul, Minnesota. It's trying so hard to be spring here. Yes, I'm sure it's trying really hard here too. We just had the craziest spring ever. Felt like it would never. Debbie, you're in Lancaster. Do I know you? Don't you love Lancaster? Traveling to Texas, 102. Oh my gosh, Nancy. I love 102. Do you like warm weather? I'm going to see that beautiful granddaughter of yours. Irma says, forecast in Central Texas for Saturday to be 97 degrees. Wow. Oh. Yeah, I have to admit, I like 97 degrees. That sounds like an amazing forecast. That would be fine with me. I love warm weather. And I look forward to spring and summer. Never met a big fan. Oh, never met. Oh, we've never met. Oh, yes. Where do you live in Lancaster? Do you live near me? I'm in East Pete. I live in the same town that I grew up in. Charlotte, North Carolina, watching you from my back porch on this beautiful morning. Oh, that sounds heavenly. Love the glow of the blue. Yeah, I got to hold on to that, Judy. Yeah, it's dreary and rainy today. I'm hoping that it's nice enough that I can get out and get a walk in today. I've been trying to walk every day, but sometimes not when it's terrible weather. A fair weather walker. Not that I mind walking in bad weather, but then, your hair gets a mess, and then it's a project to dry off, and I don't like anything to be more work than it needs to be. I'd rather be painting than redoing my hair for the day. Oh, the shadows in white are super challenging. Yep. Actually, when I went in and did some of these colors, we'll see how they turn out. I used some of the colors that I mixed for these colors down in here. I don't know if I forgot to mix colors for that or what, but sometimes happy accidents happen like that. I just kind of went with whatever I had on my palette that looked closest to what I was going for. I like when you talk in visitor, horses and the goats and the donkey. Oh, I like when you walk and visit the horses, the goats, and yes, I haven't done that for a while. I really should go see them again. I've been doing like shorter walks because I haven't had as much time. But I need to go see them. You think they miss me? I don't know. They're a sassy crowd, those animals out at the farm. And I've been having trouble finding animal cookie. Those animal cookies that I take to them, they don't have them at the grocery store. It's so weird. They're out of strange things, like we couldn't get red grapes last night. Took my mother-in-law shopping. They had no red grapes. I'm sure I'll find them at market on Saturday. You think they do, Allie? I'll have to go see them. The next sunny day, I'll go see them. My sassy group. Like that. I like that wispiness of that top area. I don't want to get that too detailed. I want to keep it kind of not detailed, kind of quiet. That might be a little bit of a wild color there. Let me try this. It's really pretty. I'm just kind of pulling my brush in here to blend that a little bit, so it looks like one petal instead of maybe separate pieces. I love the color of that. So I definitely want to let some of that color underneath there shine through in the end. A little dark in here. Sorry, I'm not paying attention. Well, I'm paying attention to my painting, but anyway, okay, I didn't miss anything. Let's other little petal over here. And this needs to go a little more green, not quite so blue. Yes, there's a reflection of the yellow on the white petals. Yep, I see that over in here. And sometimes you do have to really stop and look, because those are the kinds of things that you can miss because you paint what you think you see. Like, I think those are white petals, and I might not have even noticed that. But there's definitely a reflection in there. That does make it so much more magical. I was going to say realistic, but not really. I think it makes it look more magical. That's a little leaf that comes up here. I'll get that later. Some little bits I have to wait till the end, like to do the lightest lights. And sometimes that can be hard. Difficult, not hard. I just use those with the wrong word. And I love those colors shining in there. There's a little petal right there. Oh, and there's a little yellow petal here that's in shadow. The greens and the blues. Thanks, Susie. Yeah, they are. Greens and the blues, so pretty. I guess I could put a little bit of light in here and see how it looks. Just to kind of start to pull some of that out. I think I should do my lightest whites and then work on my yellows at the end. Okay, I need a sip of my water. What's everybody having this morning, coffee or tea? Coffee. I think maybe I'll treat myself and have a second cup of coffee today. That would be awfully fun. Oh, it's 2 inches. This is the board I'm on. I have to always clean them up at the end, and it's wired already. I wire them and paint the sides ahead of time. And then I usually have to clean them up because I always get inevitably I get paint on the back side of my board. A bowl of Cheerios. I love Cheerios. Turmeric and lemon tea. I don't know if I like turmeric. I should try it. All right. I always hold my breath at this part when I'm putting in kind of my lightest lights or the most detail. I hold my breath. What color is on the sides? Yes, it's a gold. It's a gold acrylic paint that I put on the sides. I actually love prepping canvases or boards with the gold. No, I use ampersand gesso panels usually, and I do not prep them. If I'm painting on Arches oil paper, I put acrylic on it. But not on the ampersand panels. They're like totally ready to go. I'm holding my breath. Irma says, my sang gave me chaga tea to try out. It's made from mushrooms. Oh, that's what Mary Eileen was drinking last week. I don't know if it was chaga tea, but something. She said, Mary Eileen, I lost my piece of paper that told me where you got that. Did you get it on Etsy or something? And it had mushrooms. I don't know if Mary Eileen's still on here or not. She was earlier. If she is, she'll pop in here and tell you what kind of tea she's been drinking. Mushrooms. Whoever thought of making tea with mushrooms, huh? Do you stretch your own big canvases? No, Judy, I've never done that. That's a little out of my comfort zone. That does not sound like fun to me. I'm not good at doing things that are like, I don't know what that is. high maintenance. I would not like doing that. I don't like framing things. I wish I did. I think it's more efficient to be able to do things like that on your own, but I would lose my focus. Probably exactly what I would lose. I'd lose focus doing it. Like I would start it and not finish it because I wouldn't feel like doing it anymore. I know me. I only like doing the parts that I think are fun. Do you, Judy? Do you stretch your own canvases? No, I like that it's loose like this. I like that it. I don't want to lose the loose energy of what I'm doing. So I'm going to stop and think for a little bit. Like I like that bit of blue right there. Because sometimes you can easily take a painting too far and then you kind of lose those pops of magic. I need to bring, and then I still have to do my yellows. So I want to bring a little bit of they really do overlap, and that gives it more of a feeling of depth if I be sure to include some of that. Let me do some. Thanks, Diane. Noonie Ann, that's a fun name. Yeah, it says I'm getting ready for like outdoor art shows and stuff. I always do this crazy dance where I feel like at some point like I have a lot of art because I've been painting for the shows. And then as I start to pack it up and get it ready and price it and label it, I always inevitably decide that I've not created anywhere near enough paintings that I'm going to need. And then I feel like I need to get painting again. But oil paintings take so long to dry that I'd really need to paint anything today if I want to take it in a month. Ellen said, I used to stretch my own when I was younger. Now it would be another reason to procrastinate actually painting. Oh, Ellen, we got to get you over that because that painting part is the fun part. No procrastinating allowed. I think I'm the opposite. I don't procrastinate painting. I procrastinate like bookkeeping. Like I'll paint to not clean the house. I'll paint to not do anything. Maybe that's what everyone needs to just kind of learn to make your, what is that called? So the thing, let painting be the thing that you do instead of doing your chores. It needs to be the reward. Do I want a touch of purple? And then I have to do those little lights in there. Yeah, the pops of yellow, that makes such a big difference. And I need in the middle, but I need a little bit of purple in there. I think so. You've been painting this week. Good. All right, and that little. I don't know. Do you see anything that I need to adjust or work on or think about? Any edges? So at this point, I think about whether big piece is making sure that I have most of my canvas covered, because I don't like unexpected white spots showing. Few white spots are always fine. I don't always worry about that, but I don't want like a big glaring white hole somewhere. My edges are good. What's that saying? It needs to have a dull, a bright, a dark, and a light, right? So it has dark areas and light areas. It has dull areas and bright areas. If you squint, one of the things is that you don't want your painting to be half light, half dark. You want it to be like 3/4 one way or the other. So I feel like it is. I feel like my painting's not completely light, not completely dark. I don't know. It might be finished. I could make this a little darker up in here. A little more definition in here. I don't know. I don't think that I'm doing anything to add, so I might need to be finished. I could do just a little bit more lightest lights. But I think I'm finished, so I'm going to sign it. Thanks, guys. So let me pull it out. Oh, sorry. There's my reference, my painting, and my palette. And I think I use a Blair spray varnish. I don't have it here with me. It's by my back door because I've been spraying things for the show. So thanks for coming, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me this morning. I always enjoy this. I will save this. It'll be up with the link on my website, and I'll also have it on my YouTube channel. Be sure to go and subscribe and give me a thumbs up if you enjoy watching my videos. A girl from Jersey. Happy Mother's Day. Yes, that's this weekend. What a fun thing to celebrate. I love Mother's Day. Love all moms. So thanks for coming. I hope you guys all have an amazing day, and we'll do it again next week. Bye.